X marks the spot of my storage unit. You recognize that X? Well, if you ever went to Office Max, you might, because that's the X in Max. That's all that's left of Max is an X. When they tore it down, the guy was getting ready to throw it away, and so I said, I'd like to keep it. He said, it's all yours, carry it away. And as usually happens, my wife says, what are you going to do with that? And I said, I'm going to stick it in the storage unit. One day I'll use it in a video. Today's the day. X marks the spot. It's finally in the video. Can't wait to show her this. And the old adage about history repeating itself showed up in my storage unit. I have a photograph from the late 60s, early 70s from my time at the University of Florida. The Black Power. It was a Black Power rally having to do with students complaining about how the administration was running parts of the school. And I also found this to go with it. It's a picture of a white guy wearing a Black Power shirt. You can see the same thing today. He'd be wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt. So some things just don't seem to change necessarily as quickly as we want them. Maybe we should sit down and talk about this one day. Maybe a one-to-one. Or we'll have coffee one day. You never know. We'll take a look at this. We'll come back to that. That's fun. I found a bunch of other things in there. There's a bunch of old Super 8 film. It's been shot. I shot it. I don't remember what kind of camera I had. I really don't know what's on there. Let's take a look here. You never know. Oh, it's exposed. I can't tell what it is. I'm sure it's not Jimmy Hoffa disappearing. I'm sure it's not Raquel Welch. I have no idea what it is. Well, I have a hint. It's probably family. I don't think I did anything but video of the family video film. Super 8 film of the family. And I don't remember what kind of camera I shot it with. I don't remember what film camera I had. I never did like shooting film so much as I like shooting stills on film, obviously. But I got a couple of these. Here's just 3 of them. Maybe there's value here. You know, maybe this might make good retro video, retro stock video. Oh, I have to take a look at that. I'm gonna have to take it to the place here in town that copies your old Super 8, 8, and 16 millimeter films onto video. I have to do that. That's the real value of this. May be the $10 a roll it costs to have it transferred to video, or it may be that it has great value as stock. I'm gonna have to try both ways and just see. It'll be fun to see. All right, let's see what else I got here. Oh, I know it. Look at this. Look at this. My old Sprint flip phone. You know, I don't know if I could even charge that thing today. I don't know what kind of charger it has. Oh, weird charger. I don't know. Oh, it looks like it's got a AC adapter there, and there's some kind of interface there. I bet that's where it charged in some sort of cradle. Man, there are times that I wish that's all I had, because this cost a lot less than that. A lot less than that. Well, maybe I'll use that in a video one day. Maybe make a stock out of that. All right, what's else? What else is here? Oh, I have no idea who this is. It's a young woman, and looking at the negative, she's in a green top, so it's got to be red. And she's got a light colored skirt because this skirt is dark. She's in the woods. I have no idea what that is. 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Probably shot that on an old speed graphic that I had. Take a break for a second. There's a car coming up out here making all sorts of noise. Oh, man. Weird parking. Oh, they're pulling into the garage next door. Gonna unload stuff. That's cool. All right. Hey there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Good. What are you up to?
I'm doing video.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got a YouTube channel.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
What are you selling?
I'm not selling anything.
Oh.
I've been a photographer my whole life.
Oh, I see.
And I've been making a photograph every day for 16 years, publishing it online.
Wow.
And I figured after 16 years, it's time to talk about it.
There you go.
Like, it's a good end for me.
Right, that's right.
So what are you up to? You got stuff in storage? You're going to put the car in
I
there?
was just going to put my car. I just came back from the grocery store.
No. All right, enjoy. 2 1/4 Ektachrome slides. 2 1/4. Remember 2 1/4? I'm not sure exactly what they are. Oh, my wife's going to love this. These are pictures of our oldest child when she was about a year old. Look at that hair. Oh my goodness. Oh my soul. Wow. Let's see what else is here. What else is she doing in these pictures besides sleeping? That's it. She's sleeping. Eyes closed. Santa Claus doll in the background. I wish you could see that. Can you see that? You can't see that. That just goes. You can't see that. That's just no way you can see that. All right. Looking there. She's in her crib still. So, oh, look at there. That is an interior shot of the mobile home that we lived in when I first got out of the military. Wow. Wow, I have to go take that in and show that to the wife. That's pretty cool. All right, there's a bunch of 2 1/4 slides, and you saw the 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 negative. I never was a 2 1/4 kind of guy because I like looking forward. I didn't like looking down and looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up. I like looking forward. I like that look through a 35 millimeter type camera, whether it be a rangefinder Leica, which I loved having to have when I was shooting film. I'd love to have Leicas when I'm shooting digital, but that's not going to happen because the Leicas, to buy a Leica outfit today would probably cost me, to buy the Leica outfit I would want would probably cost me $20,000 to $25,000. That's just for the camera and lenses. That doesn't count all the accessories. All right, let's see what else we got here. Here's probably the neatest thing. Here's probably the neatest thing that's in there. Pentax H1A. Honeywell Pentax H1A. Now the great thing about this camera, it was relatively inexpensive. The very first one sold for $149.50. Imagine that. $149.50. That sucker is all metal with the exception of the shutter curtain, which is a cloth shutter curtain. It's focal plane that moves horizontally. Most of the focal plane shutters today are vertical, and they're made out of metal. And the cloth is pretty good. It's got some minor problems with it you'd have to deal with, but I'm not going to go into all of that. But the great value in this camera today is this lens. Watch here what I do. It's a screw mount lens, and the lens just screws right off. And here is a 50 millimeter f2 full frame lens. All you need is the adapter, and that'll fit right on my Micro Four Thirds. I don't think there's any way to adapt it to my Nikons because the body distance is about the same, and the adapter would be too much. But I'm gonna have to keep that around. I got another one that's this is a 51.4. I have another one that's a 50 f2. It's kind of stuck to the body because the body is broken. So I don't mind messing up the body because it's not my original camera. It's pretty cool to have your original camera. Hold on a minute. I'm going to go look at, see if I can find one other. I had it covered up with something else and you couldn't see it. This is a Yashica 5000E, a Lynx 5000E. This is the very first camera that I owned. It's a 35 millimeter rangefinder camera. Fixed lens, in the sense that the lens does not come off, it's stuck on there. It's a 50 millimeter f1.8 lens. It's super sharp. Really great little camera. Look at these dinky straps. These are the straps we used to use. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing. Can't get this to work today. The battery it's required to make it operate is gone. This one's dead. They don't make them anymore. There's some online ideas about how you can adapt an existing battery with a spacer, but it's not exactly the right current, and all sorts of problems. It's just easier to say, this is my original camera. This is what I used to look like. And I should use that for the screen grab. I should, oh, look at that. Shot a lot of pictures with this. Now here's a great story about this camera. I bought it when I was in the military to make photographs, like my dad did when he was in World War II. And I was doing it for that when I met a woman and decided to get married. I no longer lived in the barracks. I was going to live in the open world, but I wanted to get married. I didn't have a lot of money, but I had a camera. So I pawned this camera. I went to the pawn shop nearest the military base, and I said, what will you give me for it? He didn't give me a lot, but he gave me enough that I could start to make down payment and buy myself a wedding ring. Actually, a pair of wedding rings. So I got married. My wife wanted to know where my camera was, and I didn't tell her I'd pawned my camera so I could get the wedding rings. I didn't know how she'd feel about that. It was years later before she learned that I had pawned this camera, my first camera, so that I could buy a wedding ring for us. Yeah, so this camera has great value to my wife and to me. Remember how they used to bronze kids' shoes? Maybe I should have this bronzed. Nah, maybe I should try to find a way to make the batteries work in it so I can go shoot some more. It's a really great little camera. Really great. It's a great marriage, too. I've had the camera as long as I've had the marriage. Well, actually, I've had the camera longer than I had the marriage, but it was in possession of the pawn shop for a couple of months. But technically it was still mine. So it technically is older than my marriage. And the marriage is 54 years old. So this is a much older camera. All right, I think that's it for the day. I think I've pretty much touched on anything I needed to do for myself looking in my storage unit. I need to go back and do some scanning, and I'll post some of the things I found today online. I'll link to them down below so you can look at the high-res pictures of some of the images that I have today. I'll be back out here every Sunday, I think, unless it's 20 below strong wind. I might not come out here, but I like to come out here pretty much every Sunday. It's a good way to relax. Sunday's a relaxing day. The only picture I really shoot every Sunday is when I go to church in the morning. I do something called the St. Paul Sunday morning, and I've done that every day for I don't know how long. I think 7 or 8 years. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. And I take a camera or my phone with me on Sunday mornings, and when my wife goes in to say her early prayers, I'll stay outside and shoot pictures of the church. I post them online. I have a website that shows the pictures. I'll link that down below too, so you can go see St. Paul Sunday morning. I don't have everything there. It's kind of a recent addition to the things I post online. I'll post that down below so you can see that too. I'm going to ask you if you would please to subscribe. Click the bell, click all so you can see everything that I do. If you like the video, click the like button. If you don't like the video, don't click anything. Leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see, what you want to do, what you think about some of the pictures I showed you today and the way things are going in my life, the way things have gone in my life. 54 years of marriage, an old camera, an old guy. So I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying this. Hope you are too. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'll be back.